Hey, it's your girl Sue. Welcome back. In today's video, I want to show you guys how I decorate for spring. I'm super excited because I love decorating the interior of my house, so I went and did a little bit of shopping. These are, I think, simple ways and ideas to spice up your place, especially for the holidays or a particular season. By the way, this week's purse is the Louis Vuitton Pochette Matisse. This is how she looks like. Last week's bag was the Alma BB, but I was wearing that for a whole month, and I thought, why not give this one a bit of shine, because she's just been sitting on her shelf for a good minute now. But anyways, isn't she gorgeous? She has patina to a really nice honey color, but I thought I would share that with you guys. Anyways, let's jump right in. So a few ways that I like to incorporate spring into my home is with flowers. So I made this super easy bouquet of flowers, which is right here. Isn't she gorgeous? I made this bouquet of flowers to sit on my coffee table, but you don't have to place it on your coffee table. You could put it on your dining table, on your kitchen island, probably on a console table if you have one, or an entryway. So I chose to place this in my living room on the coffee table because it definitely makes the living room feel fresh and inviting and reminds me of spring and just welcoming. So I went to Walmart and bought a huge bouquet of flowers. I chose this one because the colors are light and airy, and they're in shades of pink, baby pink, white, and yellow. I chose 3 big flowers for this project and saved the rest for the wreath that I'm going to show you how to make next. All you need is 3 big flowers, a clear glass vase, and some strings. So what I like to do first is adjust the flowers the way I want them to sit in the vase. Take your wire cutter and cut them to the height you like. I like to keep them slightly an inch or so in height from each other. Once that's done, I remove the flowers and start with the vase. Cut the strings into 3 and start at the bottom. I basically loop the string around 3 times and tie it. Then keep working your way up until you're finished with all 3 strings. Once that's done, go back and adjust the spacing in between so they look nice and appealing to the eye. Make sure they're not bunched up or there is too much space in a section and too little in another. Once you're done, the finished result is quite nice and it was super simple to make. So another way that I like to incorporate spring into my home is with wreaths. Wreaths are great because it gives the exterior of your home or whatever you're placing it on a mini facelift. Not only are they great for that, but they are great year-round. You can switch it out and they're super affordable and easy to make and get. So this is the wreath that I made and I'm about to show you guys how I made it. It was super fun and super easy to do. Isn't she gorgeous? I think this turned out so great. This is gonna go on the front door. I love it. It's got this gorgeous pastel light baby pink color, a hint of yellow in it, and it's got some baby's breath right there and little hints of greenery all around. Definitely reminds me of spring. So for this wreath, all you need is a bouquet of flowers. This is the leftover flowers from the previous project. There's a variety of flowers in different sizes to work with, and this bouquet also had a bunch of leaves, so I didn't need to purchase extra leaves on the side. So aside from the flowers, you're going to need a plain wreath, a wire cutter, and a hot glue gun. Cut all the flowers and leaves away from the branch. After I cut it, I realized that I could just pull the flowers and leaves off, so that could have saved some time. Separate the flowers, big ones from little ones, and also color coordinate them. Next, you want to start with the big flowers. I'm going to create a half wreath, so half will have all the flowers and leaves and the other half will be bare. My plan is to keep the top bare, so I'm going to mainly focus on the bottom. Place the big flowers on the bottom and space them out. Once you get an idea of where you want them spaced, hot glue them at the bottom and place them where you want each of them to go. Be extra careful, guys, because this thing is super hot and you can definitely burn yourself. Make sure to place a hot glue gun on something disposable. And I am stressing over this because I've burned myself multiple times before, not for this project, but for other projects. Anyways, once you're done with the big flowers, work your way through the medium-sized ones and then the small ones. After all the flowers are placed where you want them, you can start filling the wreath with the leaves. I threw in a few leaves here and there to fill the wreath up, but I didn't use all the leaves. I think it looked nice where I stopped at. Once you're done, you can go back and add glue here and there to secure anything you feel might be loose. Anyways, I think this project turned out amazing and it's so simple to make. So if you don't feel like making a DIY at the moment or you just don't have the time, there are alternatives. Okay, guys. For those of you who are just not handy, I got you. I went to Home Goods and I purchased this gorgeous one. Home Goods has amazing different kinds of wreaths right now that are out. They have so many different colors for spring. They've got big ones to little mini ones. This is the medium size one that I got. and it's so gorgeous. It's got green all around it, and then it's got mini white flowers throughout the whole thing, and then there are these tiny little baby blue, I guess these are to mimic blueberries, I'm not too sure, but they're scattered all around, so it's not too in your face kind of color, it's more subtle. This is gonna go on the door that's actually in my kitchen. I have a door right by my kitchen that goes out into the laundry room, so this is gonna go right there, and it's gonna give my kitchen a hint and pop of color and spring. So while we're in the kitchen, another way to incorporate spring is by switching out your kitchen towels. It's affordable and it doesn't lift the finger, and I got these from Home Goods also. These are super affordable, they're only $6.99, but I got this in white, and it's got stripes of gray and baby blue stripes all around it also. I thought that was a great way to add that blue in to tie in with the wreath that we already have. Another great way to incorporate spring into your house is by switching out your cooking apron. I love to cook, so if you don't like to cook, you can skip this part. But if you love to cook, you can always switch out your apron, and I found this one from Home Goods also. Before we go any further, I want to let you guys know, we'll just throw it out there, that I went on a shopping spree at Home Goods, and everything pretty much that I'm going to show you guys in this video is from Home Goods, aside from the DIY wreath and vase that I showed you guys earlier. Anyways, this is the apron that I got. Isn't she cute? So this is how it looks like. It's all white, and it's got this pretty light teal color, and on the bottom of it, it has these cute little bunnies, so all around it. And I just thought that this was the cutest little thing that you can add in your kitchen when you're cooking, especially for spring. So I've been wanting a butter tray for the longest time now. Can you guys believe it? And I think I found the perfect one at Home Goods. This one is all white. I think it's super classy, and it's got this decorative trim all around the outer part of the tray, and then I guess the lid, yeah, this is the lid. The lid has a knob on it where you can remove the top. I've seen quite a few of them that don't have the knob, and I just feel like, I don't know, holding this whole thing is just kind of an inconvenience, so having this knob here is super useful. I've been wanting a butter tray for a while now, because since my boyfriend has been on an all-meat diet, we've been cooking a lot of steak lately, and it's quite nice to have butter outside and let it sit at room temperature versus having it inside the refrigerator. Since I've been cooking a lot and been using the stove a lot, I've gotten my hands burned a few times, or like around this a few times, because I've been using just a towel. And so I found these at Home Goods and thought they were the cutest little thing ever. So now my fingers won't burn when I cook with the stove. Not only are these cute, but they've got this silicone thing right here, and that gives it a better grip when you're holding your cooking tray. Oh my gosh, you guys, give me just a second, I'm quite thirsty. I have been on a spree for getting things for my kitchen lately, so I got two more things to show you guys for my kitchen. First, second last thing for my kitchen, I have been searching high and low for a nice wooden cutting board, and I think I finally found one. This one is by Jamie Oliver, and this is a really nice, decent size. This is in acacia? Yeah, this is an acacia wood. I thought this would be great to use to cut cheese with, or really light stuff. But this is gonna go as a decorative piece on my kitchen top, and it's gonna lean against the back of the, what do you call it? I forgot the name of it, but it's got a handle and it's a decent size. I found a lot that were either too big, that didn't have this handle, or I found some that were too small, that were just overpriced. So you guys know how I was telling you guys earlier that my boyfriend is on an all-meat diet? Well, since he's on an all-meat diet, we've been, or mainly he's been, eating nothing but steak. And from the research that I've done, of course, salt and pepper is used mainly for steak. We have mostly really fine salt and pepper. So I went out and found a really good set of a pepper mill and salt mill set. This is how it looks like. What's amazing about this thing is that you can actually adjust the, I guess it's like a nut inside. You can adjust that clockwise for a coarser grind, and then counterclockwise for a finer grind, which is amazing because now I can get really fine salt or really coarse salt with this. I thought that was pretty cool and unique. Okay guys, last thing kitchen related is I got myself a teapot. I know, right? I get so overly excited for the tiniest simple things in life now. a teapot. Would you think that? I have been wanting one for so long, and I stumbled across this one at Home Goods, and oh my god, isn't she the cutest little thing? This is, I mean, she's not tiny, I'm saying cutest little thing, but this is actually a really decent size, and I just can't decide over the color of it. I mean, in person it looks like a gray with a hint of the slightest hint of blue, and on the cameras right now it looks, I don't know, what do you guys think? On camera it looks like a really light baby blue with the hint of gray, which is kind of what I just explained, but reverse. Anyways, I'm just so excited. I found myself a teapot that I can finally actually use instead of using a regular pot and boiling water in it. So I just thought I would share that with you guys. And I think this color goes great with the colors of my house right now inside. There are neutral colors, grays and blues and whites and blacks. Super cute. So another way to incorporate spraying into your house is by pretty much switching out or adding a throw blanket in your living room. And I currently have a white one in my living room right now, but I found this gorgeous light baby blue throw blanket, and I chose this color because I wanted to incorporate that blue in the kitchen into the living room also. She is super soft and super affordable. I also got this at Home Goods. So I found this really cute tray that I wanted to show you guys because I thought that this also ties into spring and into all the colors that I have been incorporating into the house. This is a wooden tray, but it's got this clear lacquer over it, so you can spill things on it and wipe it off. This is in a cream color, and it's got that light baby blue stripe all over it to incorporate more of that blue in it but not be too much, you know what I mean? I just thought this would be great to put on top of my coffee table, so I can put my remote controllers in it. I can also put that bouquet of pink flowers that I made on top of it, and also, you know, little small decorative items in here. So we're gonna leave this video with a big bang. So I got these really cute frames, and I thought you can put in family pictures in it, or if you don't want to put family pictures in it, you can print out simple things that remind you of spring and put them into the frames and set them on a console table if you have one, or you know, just anywhere that you can place these frames on. And I have this gorgeous all white console table right by the entryway or hallway that goes out of the house, and I'm going to place these on there, and I'm planning on putting pictures in it. Also, if you don't want to add family photos in it, you don't have any family photos to put in it, you can definitely print out something that reminds you of spring, bunnies, flowers, just something airy and refreshing in it, and then you can swap it out for other stuff when the season changes. Well, I hope you guys found this video somewhat enjoyable. If you guys did, please give it a thumbs up. Hopefully I was able to give you guys some tips for spring decorating. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all my future uploads. Thank you guys all so much for watching all my videos. Aside from that, I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys!